guys, if you're not pressed, you gotta. Sorry, if you're not pressed, you gotta. Not you. I'm not.
Answer. Because you are that, you are capable. You are gifted, and you are soon to be opinionated. It's okay to be different, and it's so okay to just love. The world awaits to receive you.
Blessings, Uncensored Enlightenment Talk family. You know what we doing here. Y'all thought y'all was going to see me, huh? What we're going to be doing is broadcasting the committee meeting on oversight. That's going to be talking about the sanctuary cities. And I believe that the mayors are going to be here to talk about what's happening. I think this is very important for us to watch because we know that the sanctuary cities received a lot of money under the last administration. They're bringing a lot of migrants. And now that the migrants are there and other people are there that's suffering, they may not have the funding. So let's watch. We're going to listen.
On the committee.
And I would assume they're not going to show the actual committee. So we're going to have to listen. I want you guys to get in the comments because on the GOP page, they don't allow you to comment. So here we're gonna all be in the comments, guys, and we're gonna talk about this. So hit the like button. Thank you for being here with Grace Levi, where we're getting into the topics that we, as grown adults, need to focus on because the politics are serious. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
We good?
Sorry.
We're gonna.
Hi.
We're gonna. You all ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All
All
right.
right, guys. Y'all let me know if if y'all want to stay. We already heard Jasmine. That was Jasmine Quirky voice. She's coming up next. So we could play some relaxing music. And I would believe in about 20 minutes they should be back. I will pray that this is over by 2:00, but we're going to try to get the whole stream. Okay. I want to say thank you for being here with me. You guys know I'm in the audience just talking about what's happening. So feel free to join. This is what we have to live through. Also highlighting that now again we have governors, mayors, elected official on the state level that now is combating with the president. And this is typical because they do it every election, but this one right here, we really have to pay attention to what's going on with migration because as they stated, even American people are being scooped up in this migration issue. And that's a problem because it's a melting pot here. A lot of migrants came here the regular way, the legal way. I tell you, my family have. I'm a first generation. My mother came here when she was 11. Okay. And my both my grandmothers came here one from Barbados and one from Haiti, but it was done correctly. They went through whatever methods they had to, took their time, and you know had had pride in getting, being an American citizen. So when you have an influx of people just running in, um, the pride is definitely questionable. Also highlighting that we have a lot of issues with other countries, and it seems like we're going to have more issues with border countries. So it's going to be an uphill battle because both borders, which is Canada and Mexico, Trump has already tried to put tariffs on them. So they're going to find ways to strike back, highlighting that those are the alleged areas where migrants are coming from. Alleged. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they're not, but just the whole math about the problem, about this situation, the math is just not adding up. and we are going to suffer as the people. I made a video a little while ago on, I guess that segment is going to be moving with grace. Shout out to our mods. Shout out to everyone who support us. They named that segment where I be in my car just talking. And sometimes things come to my mind. And a few weeks ago, it was something that came to my mind about making sure people understand nationality, identification, because they're trying to push this digital identification, and not only digital identification, but digital currency. You see what I'm saying? And digital IDing. Let me add that to the equation. That is something that scares a lot of people because we already know what's going on. I like AI to a certain extent. It makes things easy, but you have to still continue to use your brain, use your skills. A total dependency on AI is not totally safe for the human race. But let's just say that it is not bug free. It is not hackable free. We already deal with all hacking, all these type of stuff going on just with regular systems without having them all intertwined and connected together. You see what I'm saying? So this issue is actually leading us to have to think about digital IDs, because that is what these elected officials are pushing. Not us, but them. I'm not very comfortable with digital IDs. I don't like using the tap. I don't like using those, that's maybe I'm a little old school. I don't mind keeping cash currency. Y'all have seen things where people just go tap somebody's phone and wipe it out their bank account. So these are things that we're not even prepared to handle when talking about these topics, transferring all of our IDs onto things. So now we have to be forced to show who we are because this is a melting pot. If, everybody's different. Even some Black Americans, they don't realize that they look like Caribbean people. I would meet a Black American and I was like, where you from? And they'd be like, I'm America. I'm like, no, what's your background? Like, you got any Jamaican, Haitian? And the person be like, no. And I was like, Dad, you look like my aunt. You look like somebody I know from the islands. So, I mean, that's why I push the knowing your ethnicity, kind of getting the idea, because it's going to be very important in the next couple of years. All right. He's literally going after particular nations. I try to ignore the fact that they're always trying to downgrade Haiti, treat my people like dogs. You see why my tolerance is high. I don't care, but because of what we go through as a people, we came here, they snuck in just like everybody else, and Haitians had their own first class flight right back to Haiti. I said, wow. I mean, that was immediately. And, all the lies and the rumors, those are issues within this migration topic that plays a role in society. Thank God that people didn't act on all of that cat thing. And it was just ridiculous. But now, just to get back to this migration, now you see how it's going to float into other subjects. It's not just about the immigrants coming here getting billions of dollars. They said $80 billion on hotel stay in New York. Was I tripping? 30 billion. I said, what? $30 billion? Man, we haven't heard billions. And they keep saying that the programs that they have has been successful. Okay, so what happened to all the other numerous programs that they had for the residents, the Americans, not only Black Americans, but Americans, homeless, vets? Have you ever heard them talk with such and say, hey, it's been successful. We employed this amount of veterans. We employed this amount of homelessness. We built school infrastructure. They were literally taking schools and shutting them down for one day or two to house migrants. I showed that. I remember showing that a while ago. That was totally out of pocket. So one of the members up there, I didn't get his name, but he asked Brandon Johnson, who voted for you? Was it the people or the migrants? So this is why this is such an issue, because I can see it on both sides. And I don't think that it's safe for you to have a bunch of people influx into the country who don't have any loyalty, may not, have not took the proper steps. And it seems like most of these countries just released a whole bunch of criminals, and just let them come over here. It was like it is weird, like it was the planned attack. Just like in Obadiah. Yeah, I can be like, here she go. It is true. In Obadiah, Esau did all of these, how can I say, make covenant with all of these allies and everything. And by the end, it was like, my enemy is your friend and all that type of thing. And Obadiah, go read it. And what ended up happening, all of the allies turned on Esau and they destroyed his land. They invaded it and destroyed it, because they looked at it as just money. This is just a chess move. And that's what we're seeing right here. This stuff is just a chess move, and we are the people who are enduring it. So hopefully listening to these type of congressional meetings, this is the GOP, outside of just the mess, we'll, one, have a heads up. Two, maybe if it's affecting your city, like with Chicago, they in there to win it. They at those meetings yelling from the top of their lungs. I'm surprised they ain't throw golf balls. I forgot which one. You remember we said they was throwing ping pong balls? I think that was in Fulton County. They was tripping. I try to tell you, but the people have to continue to show up for the meetings, just like they were doing in Dalton and Thornton. Just that video that we played last night, the replay, one of the things that House said was, or somebody else said, Miss Ashley Nicole, don't not show up now that you think something is going to be done. You have to come. You guys have to fill the seats. So I think this issue, as I say, is very important. Touch a lot of topics as identification, as far as money spent, where it's allocated, housing issues. We always had housing issues. And then when you have an increase of housing demand, guess what happens? Guess what happens, y'all? Inflation. And then they say, oh, we don't have enough apartments. But literally the inflation outweighs the actual amount of housing available. And the market actually locks the people out after a while. You see that's the product of capitalism. That's why I'm not a big fan of it. The more demand, the more it goes up. And then that literally cancels out and counteract productivity. Do you see what I'm saying? So now, like in New York, he ain't talking about the rent prices. Come on, they got boxes. They have little box of apartments, and they want to put 5 or 4 people to rent them out like that, like it's some type of college dorm. Go look at what's going on in New York. It is bad. The average studio in New York is $3,200. After suffering from the COVID and then all of this, I don't think he's doing a great job, the mayor. He's not doing a great job at all. This is terrible. And then he tried to justify the mask mandate. And I just had to say that when I was in Georgia and we was out here and they said Georgia and Florida, we could do what we want, I was a little nervous. I was like, oh, snap. We're going to literally be the experiment for the whole America to watch. If it goes down, it's going to go down here. And all I watched was Thanksgiving parties, naked girls on top of each other. Them younger, they didn't care. And guess what? We survived. And the economy of Georgia didn't suffer as much as these other places. But our cost of living still went up because a lot of people fluctuated over to Georgia and Florida. And what it did, create a supply and demand issue, allegedly. You know how that play, capitalism. And now the cost of living out here is just as high as in New York. Yeah. Taxes go right up right after that, guys. I could keep talking about these subjects because they all intertwine with each other. And guess what did not go up? Our income, no. Okay. I'm over here going through it. All right, I'm going to play a little bit of music in the background. We are still waiting. I will pray that they come on in about 5-10 minutes. If you have anything to say, I did see you in a comment. You said something about Musk from South Africa. Yeah, all of it. And I made y'all know I'm not Democrat or Republican, but I'm just real as real. According to reading the Constitution, what Trump doing is treason. You're not supposed to have contracts with outside people, private entities, and bring them into the damn White House. This man came in and literally standing above everybody in the cabinet, standing there like he's the king. Thank God he ain't have his son there call everybody stupid and told them to get the hell out, because that was next. Okay. Yeah, that's the America that we living in right now. Okay, this is beyond crazy, and we have to have these conversations. So I think we don't only, have to depend on our GOP members. You write letters to them. You tell them how you feel, your state representative, but you can send them straight to the White House. They got an email because they over there set tripping. That's one thing. Like I said, if Trump would have came in. The issue too with that is actually people are saying, hey, ho, ho, Elon got to go. Okay. It's not even that they don't want Trump. They just see that somebody is governing everything that he do. And it's so fucking obvious and it's dangerous at this point. So I will hope that the separation of powers continue to take president out here and we don't have a dictatorship. Even though we have a subliminal dictatorship. America's like, no, we got freedom. No, because when y'all go to other islands, I'm just going to give you an example. You buy property out in the other island, you don't need to secure a mortgage. Some islands don't even do the property tax thing, but they have been implemented the property tax thing especially when they have started to trade with areas like France, Europe, and America. They kind of do that to generate some more money, but a lot of that is capped and controlled. It's not like every year they're increasing the budget. My grandma paid taxes in Haiti, but it's not crazy. You see what I'm saying? So that's one of the things. It used to be you go to other countries, you get your land plain out. That's why so many people of the European nation, I got a video of them in Haiti at the beach. I'm like, wait, where the heck is this party at? If this looked like Haiti, you can see the mountains, but it's a resort. You know what I'm saying? So keep these type of things in mind, that we are in some type of clutches that we may think that we're not, but it's actually financial clutches. That's the clutches that's keeping all of us at bay, keeping all of us separated, keeping a lot of people in the hustle and bustle, not being able to cultivate themselves, figuring out who they are, literally just trying to make it. We talk a little bit in between this. Thank you for being here with Grace. I see that too, because I have young adults that's going into the world, and it's so hard for them to make decisions of what they want to do, just like with us. We always had issues going into adulthood, but it's even harder now because the expectations of what they need, the social media influence that's not real, the gaslighting for me. So they don't only gaslight us as in the political, they gaslight our young adults where they're mentally unstable to take on the burdens that they have to address. So, and also talk about the education system. They, like I said, they took a lot of trade schools out, things that we severely lack. Now you're saying that you need migrants to come in and do some of these things like build houses, be electricians, but y'all never really pushed that in school. And that's why it's so important too for us to pay attention and have a federal level of, how can I say, way of conduct or rules and regulations that come down on the state level too, that's uniform to the needs that we need. Because what's happening is that now we're not meeting the needs for the whole United States. So for Trump to separate and say, hey, we don't need any federal education, all the states take it on for themselves, it's going to be even worse because there's not going to be no uniformity, which we didn't have. Also, we're not going to monitor what we're lacking as a nation. Those comparisons, they may stop because everybody's not reporting to each other. When you go now and you go rate what American schools rate against other schools, just do that. Do it from a college, do it from high school. You're going to see that we're behind. So that is an issue. So you want to bring all these workers in to do the jobs that we allegedly can't do or won't do because y'all didn't make it a social norm. It's been pushed to be social norm, to be a celebrity, a blogger, TikTok star. That's all our generations. Our generation, your kid want to do the same thing. Okay. Now I love my platform. I love what I do, but I do things outside of the platform that I feel is very important to a society. And I'm not saying everybody don't have to use their platform whatever way they want to, but at the end of the day, we have to have some productivity. as well, some structure. So the way they set up society, once we got our reality show president, and I'm just saying what it is. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. He changed the whole damn tone where everybody wanted to be a reality star. Everybody wanted to be a housewife. Housewife blew up, all the reality shows, and they made them not real reality. They were all staged for the shock value. You had Bad Girls Club. These are the things that help shape society. Our teens, our young adults. Then let's add this on. We could talk about it. Now, then you have the people in the other countries that's looking at this on TikTok and all this and thinking that we living in this type of stuff, because they be faking, perpetrating the fraud on TikTok. I even heard that somebody had rented a half a jet, like you're on the studio, to make it seem like they was in the studio to make people think they got money, they got all this, and you bring more attraction. But then you got the migrants that see all this, get Americanized from their borders. Because I even showed y'all that when we did my little breakdown of Haiti. People, my Haitian brothers out there look straight American. Louis Vuitton, is one gang leader out in Haiti. He got a YouTube page. They keep taking it down. He rap, tote guns. He looked just like everybody out here. You see what I'm saying? These things are happening literally because of the trickle effect from here. So you got them looking at it like, wow, we got to get to America. Everything is good. Is where all the money at. Then get out here and realize you got to work. America, the foundations of America was not only allegedly immigration and taking the land from Native Americans, shut on up, because that's the truth, but it was about small businesses at some point, and the little guy building himself up, the businesses was able to make money, sustain their family, and build generational wealth. Now, can I say it was even playing ground for Black America? I will say no, but there was a fight that we were still able to access some of that stuff. Now, you get the migrants coming in, being of what may not be picked to be successful, because no matter what, if we have a melting pot in America and we have all like a lot of brown people, mixed people, the people who run the company is of European nation or look as though. So let's put this in perspective. You get the migrants coming over here thinking that, we living our best life on TikTok every day. They trying to do everything we doing. Get over here, and I know people who have come over and be like, listen, the food is not real. My hair done fell off my legs. I'm getting sick. I work every single day hard, and it's not even enough to pay the bills. What the hell did I just come? I have had people that's like, yo, I might as well just go back home, go to Jamaica, and live on the beach and catch fish and live like we do with our property. And they realize that it's hard as shit here. It is. So imagine the migrants that came over, that came from countries who we have somehow touched, kind of, for resource deals, all that stuff, like they want to do with Gaza and get minerals. That is the MO. And then once we take over the resources, the people there don't get what they need. Just like kind of what's happening here, dog. That's what I say. Every dog has his day. Now you got them coming over here, taking the resources that. Now, you see how it is? It's a revolving cycle. So I really think that, one, we got to get some of these crooked people out. It is that's why Drain the Swamp, Clean House, all of that resonated with the people, but they used it, not these particular people, I'm just giving you an example. They use some of these sloganeries to just keep our mind based on the sloganeries and not the actual implication of the sloganary. And then it's implemented in a way that's so wild and so politicized or agenda focused for their lobbyists, the people who lobbied them. You know what I'm saying? They got to get their supporters, depending on what level of government we talking about. And every level is lobby at some point, but at some other, like, mayor, our vote means more. Senators, your vote means something. I'm not president. That is the popular vote. Y'all don't be mad at me. Y'all gonna need to fix that. Yeah. Anyway, moving forward, these type of things we have to push to put these policies in place. by choosing the right representative. Anybody go in there with sloganery? Like I said, I know it's hard to digest when people say things that's raw, but if they have rawness with substance, take the time to listen. Now, if it's just rawness and they just talking hella shit, it ain't no substance, then you just back up. Like, I had to do that plenty of times. Like, babe, I explained to y'all, I'm used to people who kind of delivery be rough because I'm from Haiti, but when shit happens, we make magic and they do their job. They know what they're talking about. And that's what I want to hear. Don't come with a big mouth and in sloganary or attitude or whatever it may be, and don't have a plan for the people. You just coming because it's just that. We have a lot of that going on across the board, all through politics. People do just want seats. Mm-hmm. So I think they actually about to start it. Did I talk for 20 minutes, y'all? I done told y'all Grace Levi could run her daggone mouth. I try to tell y'all. I hope I made some sense to y'all. I be having a lot on my brain. It sounds like they're going to be starting. I want to say thank you. Even if we have one or two people here, I just love to conjugate. Oh, where am I at? Put myself back on the screen. My broadcast tired right now. I just love to conjugate, talk about these type of topics. And again, just expand the conversation. So what I did was leave the link at the bottom for you guys. So when they're back in 20 minutes, you can go and check it out. Again, please hit the like button. We have a lot of content for you guys. Please hit the playlist. You'll see our different segments that we provide to you on Uncensored Enlightenment Talk. Have a blessed day, y'all.
Answer. Because you are that, you are capable. You are gifted and you are soon to be opinionated. It's okay to be different. And it's so okay to just like you. The world awaits to receive you.
Would you like to learn a brand new and innovative way to invest your extra money that has a low barrier to entry and low competition? What if I told you that it is a guaranteed method to get up to 18 to 20% return on your investment? Tax lien and deed purchasing is the only way to get into the real estate market through the back door. No credit and no loans needed. This method isn't commonly taught, and therefore the competition is very low, for now. Put together a 14-hour info-packed course which will teach you everything you'll need to know to get started. Learn at your own pace, step-by-step guided video and aids to start you on the TLC deed investment process. The course offers many learning tools for new investors, helping ensure you safely invest in tax liens and deeds. Contact us today and join the buyback team.